Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode 6. I did a fair bit off camera, so I'll get you guys caught up, but welcome back. Thank you for stopping in. I've got a lot of fun planned for this episode, so let's get into it. We left off last episode just getting our first hoe of growth, the thaumium hoe. So I've done just some cleanup around the base, some building. So let's see where to start. First, let's start over here. Alchemy. I went ahead and did some research in alchemy. Native ore clusters. I think I covered that, but it's a way of doubling your gold. Throw gold ore in with Metallum and Ordo, you get a gold cluster. Let's see. Magical tallow, I made some. I researched further down the alchemy track to get the alchemical centrifuge, which allows you to break Essentia up into its component pieces. It's a lossy transformation though, because if you break something up, you get either component A or component B. So 64, you can't double Essentia, basically. But it's still useful if you have a lot of one type of Essentia you'll never use. Case in point in this, I needed a lot of Percanto to make some candles. And something that contains Percanto is Greatwood, which also contains a ton of Arbor. Arbor, I haven't found a good use for. However, Herba, I do have use for. It powers lamps of growth, which I want to get to this episode. So I can break down Arbor to get Herba. As well as it's a way to get aspects you can't easily get. So that's the first thing. And the way it works is pretty simple. You put a jar down here, beneath it, sucks it up, starts spinning, outputs it to an Essentia buffer, which I haven't scanned yet. Go figure. Outputs it to an Essentia buffer, which can store 8 Essentia, but of any variety. So it's a buffer. And then I output it through these tubes to a jar. So you just place a jar like so, drain it out, and voila. I'm sure we'll be doing some of that this episode, so you guys will get to see it then. The next monstrosity I made, and really why I drilled down alchemy, is this guy. The automated thaumatorium, I think it's called. Yeah, it's a thaumatorium. Automated alchemy. Crucible and 2 alchemical constructs, which are pretty simple. Filters, tubes, and a greatwood plank in the just magical crafting table. But when you make this, so crucible with 2 constructs on it, and then whack it with your wand, you get this guy right here, the alchemical construct, and it's amazing. So before, when I did alchemy, I had to throw things in the crucible, be quick, make sure I got everything right. Now, you put your catalyst over here, pipe Essentia in, and voila, it automatically makes what you need. I want to get into some golems this episode, so I'll show you guys how this works then. But it's amazing. I made a couple of little bellows for my furnace setup, just to speed things along. And yeah, so that's alchemy. I did a fair bit of research just to speed things up. Thaumaturgy, we're up to thaumium caps and silverwood cores, so hopefully we'll get a better wand this episode. Let's see what else we do here. Got that. Artifice, I do have boots, armor, a lot of things researched, magical storage, which we could make now. I think. I might need some vacuous. I researched the lamp of growth. I want to make that. The lamp of growth is a farming speed up. So you put one of these up and you put a jar of Herba Essentia next to it, and it'll power the lamp, and the lamp speeds up anything underneath it. It speeds up its growth rate, including magical crops. It's one of the things that does work with magical crops. So we're going to get into magical crops and the arcane lamp. Let's see. I did the research for the Sword of the Zephyr that I'd like to make. It's a decent sword in and of itself, plus 7 damage, but it attacks in an arc, so you hit multiple enemies per swing, and if you right click, it can blow enemies away, and you can use it to hover. So it's a very primitive flight, or if you accidentally fall, it's an emergency button. useful. We'll see how useful. The bigger one I want to make is the thermostatic harness. As you can see, high instability, lots of items. This is a complicated recipe, but it allows you to fly. Slow, but flight. So we're definitely going to be getting into that. Let's see, what else did we research that's important? Golemancy, I did research up a lot of golemancy because that's what we're going to get into. You've got your basic golems, straw golems, which are made by throwing a catalyst with normally humanus, modus, and spiritus to get your golem. Straw, wood, clay. I have not yet researched stone, golem, or flesh. I'm going to be making tallow golems. So a bunch of tallow makes a tallow block. The tallow golem has average durability, average strength, average self-repair. It can carry 8 items at a time. It's average speed. And it can hold 2 upgrade cores. By upgrade cores, what blew up? Don't know. By upgrade cores, I mean these. So far, I've only researched water and order. Water makes your golems see farther, so golems normally have a set area they'll work in. With water upgrade, it increases it. I'm not sure how far. And then the order upgrade is huge for farming golems. So there's a golem upgrade called Harvest, which allows your golem to harvest crops. But it only harvests, it doesn't replant. If your golem has the order upgrade, it will harvest crops and replant for a nice automated farm. And then the gather core does what you think. Golem picks it up. So brick, nitor makes an animation core. Animation core with Lucrum and Terra makes a gather core. Alternatively, a blank core with Messis and Meto makes an animation core. So these are all alchemy recipes we will be getting to this episode. Thaumic tinkering, I don't think I've done a lot here. Oh, actually I have. I take it all back. I researched Spellbinding Cloth, which just lets you wipe an enchantment off, and Osmotic Enchanting. And this one we probably won't get to this episode. It's really advanced. But it's a special advanced enchanting table where no random. You go up to it, you put your item, you pick the ones you want, and it drains, I believe, experience and V's from your wand. And instability, dangerous. This is one of the hardest items to craft, or to infuse. So it's awesome to get because it enables additional enchantments. Vampirism, amazing in a pack that has no natural regen. Let's see, quick draw, fling, touch. Nothing else too out of the ordinary. So yeah, there's that. Haven't done much research in the Apocrypha stuff yet. I do intend to research the Infernal Wand Core. Haven't done that yet, but since we haven't done a lot in the Nether, it hasn't been a big issue. And I should research cake, because it's cake. But yeah, there was one other thing I was going to talk about. It was under Arcane Infusion. Okay. Yeah, here we go. I unlocked Arcane Infusion. So it's another way of enchanting items by infusing them with your enchantment. So for all your different things, you want to put haste on, it's Nitor and Salus Mundus plus a degree of Essentia per level. I don't know how much of any of these I will be using. Perhaps the one thing I will want to put on is haste. And that's on the Thaumic harness that lets you fly. If you put haste on it, you can fly a lot faster. So that's one enchantment I do plan on doing, as well as possibly repair. We'll see. But yeah, so that's more or less the research, brings you up to speed. Additionally, I started up a basic, just cleaned out a nice garden. I've got some chickens down here. Oh hey, he's wearing a hat now. I was hoping to get more. I'd like to just get a nice pile of chickens here for eggs and then feathers. This was just cotton. I had a lot of cotton, so I just planted it for now. The reason is twofold. Cotton has canis, cotton seeds have permutatio, which is useful. And cotton is how you get string. So I got enough string to make some random Thaumcraft ingredients, some enchanted fabric. I've got some extra tallow, some extra candles, some nitor, 1 spellbinding cloth, an arcane lamp. So just some general materials, so I'm not running around getting materials while we're in the episode, so we can get into the fun stuff. And time for the big reveal. Ta-da! So, I didn't completely fill the area with candles, but this is something like, well, it's over 100 candles ringing this ring, so it should definitely improve stability. Eventually I will go all the way out, but that takes a lot of stuff. And I did a lot of alchemy. I broke down all sorts of things. We've got permutatio, we've got ignis, we've got herba, a lot of herba. And the reason for the extra herba is I'm going to use it up once I make my my lamp of growth. So, terra, air, water, saxum. Probably going to break that down, but for now it's there. Ordo, metallum, potentia, precanto, perdido, volatus, journey, iter, armor. You get the idea. So we basically, the goal is I have a lot of things I will be needing for my enchantments. So, oh yeah, and there's one other thing to show you guys. Let me sleep. I also, originally I made that farm area to try out growing silverwood trees. And they do grow in here. But since I had no grass, the secondary effect of silverwood trees is quicksilver grows under a silverwood tree on grass. Quicksilver can be harvested for free mercury, basically. Oh yeah, I also set up a raspberry bush. Because it's got Victus and Meto. So it's a good, easy, low-maintenance crop. Where's my other wand? Must have left it on the crafting table. Take it with us. Additionally, I have an experiment here. Magical wood is from extra utilities, and I think it functions similar to a bookshelf, but more efficient. And it's crafted by a bookshelf surrounded by enchanted items and gold. So we'll have to see. And of course we can hear the lovely pigmen chilling in my nether. Yeah. Hi. We'll go back to the nether when I can fly. Because then I can take out a gas. And I killed a couple of silverfish, so I got a silverfish trophy. If that doesn't make you twitch, I don't know what will. Let's see what else we got here. Got some leather from killing zombies. Oh, all in all, that not bad. Nether stuff. I don't have a lot of leather though, so that's going to be a little challenging to make some stuff. But enough of that. Onward! And I got attacked by a ghost spider, which is why my health is a little low. I still don't know where it came from, but I was researching and next thing I know there's a ghost spider jumping at me. Not happy about that. But what I'm heading towards, I also dug another tunnel elsewhere, but out here, let's just get up and out. While I'm here, let's fill up on this wand node. That's all that one was needing. You know, whenever you're out and about, always fill up your wands. Alright. I created a silverwood farm over here a little bit. So, as you can see, some of the silverwood grew nodes. Also, notice how this grass is lighter green? These pure nodes are converting the area to a magical forest. But they're not overly big nodes. Each one doesn't, have a lot of aura to it. But hey, a little bit better than nothing. And they were free nodes. So now I've got this nice node area. I also fell off of one of those platforms and hurt myself. Really skilled of me, I know. I can't remember what's in that. that's close enough. There we go. This one's actually a pretty good node. Granum, Victus, etc. It's a pretty solid node. So yeah, I started up a little silverwood farm over there, got some quicksilver that way, discovered this node just chilling under a tree. And it's not a bad node. It has the Vidium corruption element, so I'm a little worried about it. But so far it hasn't seemed to do anything underhanded. But anyway, with that said and done, let's get back to home. Okay. I harvested up some squid, so we're back to squid meat for our staple diet. And the other thing I did is I dug a tunnel from here out to here. You can see my little home here. Just so now I have a nice way out through the mountains to get to this open plains without having to constantly run through the canyon and face spiders and whatnot. It's just a boring tunnel. I'm sure you'll see me run on it. I'd like to make the Boots of the Traveler before I run on it again, though. It takes forever. But that way, centaurs spawn in the plains all the time, so they're a renewable source of leather, which you need to make pretty much all of the Thaumcraft armor. The base piece is leather, and then you put enchantments on it. So, oh look, more eggs. I'm telling you, these chickens. Alright. Hey! No, that wand will have to come back. Nope, no more chickens yet. Okay. So that we're at this point, we've got a lot to get done. A whole lot of infusion. I've saved all the fun stuff for you guys. I think this altar is stable enough to make all the stuff I want to make. The first thing I'm going to do, though, I want to make a silverwood wand. So for that I need one of each type of shard, a piece of silverwood, Salus Mundus, and the elements. I have all the elements already in the various jars. So, 1 air, 1 fire, 1 water, earth, entropy. I also want to get into magic crops this episode. So let's see, I need a Salus Mundus. I know for the Thaumium cap I'll look at, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to need more Salus Mundus. A lot more. A couple of Thaumium caps. Excellent. Oh, silverwood. There we go. And, yeah. I've burned down a fair bit of my great wood. Or, yeah, there's too much of it. Additionally, I made a new hoe of growth. And so I can make an infusion stone. And we're going to do that right now because it's easy. So to make your basic infusion stone, you make a hoe of growth and surround it with essence dust, which can be found by growing essence seeds. And you get a weak infusion stone. It does consume the hoe, and it needs to be a brand new hoe or the rest of it won't work. Also, I got a ton of seeds. I went to the Twilight Forest and I broke a ton of grass. It's the only way to get essence seeds, which are what these guys are. This essence seed here. And essence seed in this pack does not multiply. So I have 31 pieces of essence seed. If I ever want more, I have to go and cut down a ton of grass. So, yeah. I want to get into magic crops immediately so I can get my farm going. So that maybe I don't have to go gather extra. So to my knowledge, specific positioning doesn't matter so long as things on pedestals are symmetrical. As close as can be. So we're going to go with this corner, this corner, and this recipe is 7-sided, so it's impossible to be perfectly symmetrical. Salus Mundus. Alright, put the silver. Oh, I grabbed the earth shard from across the way. I'm like, what did I grab? I'm so confused. Alright. Earth shard is down. I'm just going to put a Salus Mundus right here. Grab that. Grab a wand. Eat. Alright. So, let's make sure we've got our recipe. For a silverwood rod, we need silverwood log. Check. Salus Mundus. Check. Water. Earth. All the elements, check. I need air, water, earth, fire, ordo, perdido, and precanto. Fire, air, earth, water, ordo, perdido, precanto. Let's do this. So we should get a lovely light show. Also, this is a fairly unstable, moderate instability, so could be risky, but I think between all my pedestals and candles we'll be okay. And we get to watch all the elements get sucked in. So looks like all we need now, okay, that's the Perdido. Actually, Perdido looks pretty cool. And we have, that's Perdido. Ordo was pretty cool. And Precanto. And now it starts sucking in all of the shards. Grab the last shard, and voila! We have a rod. Okay. First rule of Magic Club is scan everything. That's a lot. Which kind of makes sense. I infused everything into it, so it had better be a lot of research. And I'm at that point in life when I'm running low on research, so it's useful. Alright. So the next part of my recipe, and I don't think I scanned the inert rods. There we go. So thaumium caps. It's thaumium made in the enchanting table with ordo, fire, ignis, and air. But that's to make an inert cap. The caps are not ready until you infuse them and make them a charged cap. To infuse them, it's 3 Salus Mundus, the cap, Potentia, and Aurum. Aurum is actually a trickier one to get. I haven't really found a good way to harvest it. Aurum is in wisps and mana beans, I think, which I haven't found any yet. So maybe when you have a mana bean farm, it's not bad. And I'm blanking on it, but the stuff you get when you destroy a node. And I don't think there's many things Aurum is in. So it's like, you can't farm something else that's made from Aurum and then break it down to get Aurum either. So it's a reasonably challenging element to get your hands on in great quantities. Hey there, I got a chick. Fortunately, not a lot of recipes require it. But thaumium cap, most of your advanced, well, thaumium caps, your advanced wand caps will. Alright, so let's make, this is not going to be symmetrical because it can't. And I need Aurum, Potentia. Potentia is right here. Plenty of it. And Aurum. Just enough. Incidentally, this one I think is also a decently unstable. Moderate instability, so same as the core. But we had good luck with the other one, so hopefully we'll have equally good luck here. Alright, all the essence is in. Pulling in all the pieces. And voila! One charged cap. On to the second charge. Next inert cap. Salus Mundus. Salus Mundus. Salus Mundus. And off we go. So yeah, this is why I have all the jars arrayed around. It just makes all your infusion go easier. And excellent. We had no trouble with our infusions thus far. And to complete the wand, we come over to the table, drop it on, bada bing, bada boom. It wants 50 of each element. Alright, so we're going to need to make, because a gold wand gets me a 5% discount, but that's not quite enough. My helmet gets me some, actually, sorry, gold band doesn't give you any discount. The helmets give me a 5% discount. There are ways to get a discount, and to do that, Alternatively, I could have made like one of these rods, which I think stores 60, but nah, why bother? If I am not mistaken, under Artifice, enchanted fabric can be used to make thaumaturgy robe, leggings, and boots. So I'm gonna make some leggings first. If I need more, I'll make a robe. So let's take this off for now. This wand is basically fully charged, so I'm gonna save it. I'll use this wand to make my leggings. Whoop. Alright, let's see if that's enough in and of itself. Also, I think I put the enchantments on while you guys were watching. So. Alright. 93%. Let's find out, eh? 54. 50.2. I need one more piece of gear before I can do this. Arg. Alright. Well, we can make boots and hope that boots are enough. Or I can make another piece of enchanted fabric. I'm gonna go the... I think I have enough to make more enchanted fabric. I'm gonna go that route. So I need 4 string and a piece of wool. Cotton. Just harvest up all my cotton real quick here. Oh, these chickens put out a lot of eggs in a chicken farm. Cool. A little obnoxious that I keep getting eggs in my inventory, but I get the joy of throwing them too. Alright. So let's make one more piece of gear so we can have... Hey, that guy's got a Lego head on. And that's a sniper skeleton in gold armor. Lovely. Alright, don't have any wool there. I've got some string here, some cotton here. Just enough cotton. Alright, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough. Already out there. They want to invite me, but I don't want to accept the invitation. So this is... Actually... This wand needs more Ordo before I can craft my advanced wand with it anyways. So we're going to have to go on an adventure. Enchanted fabric. And there we go for the V's discount. But let's just see how much it will cost for when we charge up our one fully. Swap that for a second. 49. Okay, so now it is doable, and if I had more Ordo in this wand, I'd be done. So let's take care of that, shall we? First, let's put the, as you can see, significant defense advantage. These robes are basically wear them around the house when you're crafting. Otherwise, take your, wear them around home. Do not take them out and about. They're just not going to be good for you. Also, you guys are probably going, hey, you didn't scan the charge. Yeah, let's do it. Nice. I also didn't scan my gear. There we go. Cool. So I need Ordo, which there's plenty in the Twilight Forest. So that's where I'm going to quickly run to get the Ordo to make our new wand. And then we can get into making some of the other enchanting, like, I don't know, thermostatic harness. Alrighty. Gotta be careful because I am a little low on health. And I basically know where I'm going for this node. Assuming it's had time to recharge. I think it probably has. You do not have to keep an area chunk loaded. They do recharge on their own, whether you're around or not. I think it just has like a timer from when it was last, and when the chunk first loads, it checks. Here we go. Ordo, air. Okay, this wand is now fully charged. Might as well top off this wand. And what else we got here? Perdido, fire, Terra. I could use Perdido and fire, so let's top off this wand. Might as well while I'm over here. There's a couple more Ordo nodes. So apparently the Twilight Forest is a really good place to find Ordo nodes, or I'm just really fortunate. But I found a lot of Ordo. I also got a couple of Endermen that... Oh, this must be in the other world. Oh well, back home we go. I also got a couple of Endermen that warped into my home base. So I had to take care of them, naturally. And plus side, I now have one or maybe 2 more Ender Pearls. So, not bad. You know, I'll take what you can get, right? But now we can craft our Silverwood Thaumium Rod, which has 2 benefits. First, it can hold 100 Vis of each element, so 1 wand is as good as both of our current wands. And second, the Thaumium caps give you, I believe, a full 10% discount. So casting spells, crafting, everything is cheaper. So you can have more Vis, and it goes a longer way. At this point, I may or may not craft a second wand. I do have 2 more caps, but I can save that for my Infernal later. Because this is very much... What? Why did I not have enough? Oh, I need to put on my other gear. There we go. Bam! Thaumium Bossed Silverwood Wand. That right there is awesomeness in the making. And this wand is basically empty. Alrighty, so let's put these back on. Scan it. Although I don't know if it'll give us much. Yeah, not much. But hey, it's a Thaumium Bossed Silverwood Wand. It looks different. You can see it's purple caps. One other thing I did do, also, I researched some wand foci. Excavation lets you dig a hole. Warding needs another star, so it'll be a while, but allows you to mark a block as unbreakable. And this even works for you can build a cage around withers. The wand recharge pedestal I want to work towards soon. And basically what the wand recharge pedestal does, if there's a node within its range, you drop your wand on the pedestal and it automatically charges. That it's kind of, I mean, I could right click on a node, it's not a big issue because the range isn't that huge. This is what makes it worthwhile though. The compound recharge focus, you put on top of a wand recharge pedestal, and now those nodes that have compound Vis, like the one that had the Vidium, etc., it breaks those down into primal elements. It's one element, so you don't get to break the compound down into one of each type, but you still can get one element. So that makes those elements basically wild card elements to recharge your wand with. So if you now have something that's got like Humanist, for example, and 50 of it, that basically means that could be 50 of any element. Because Humanist, I think, has a little of everything. If not, at least it's air, water, and earth that you can break down any of it into. So it's really useful. It is a bit to craft, redstone comparators, etc. But we will eventually be making that about the time we start moving a bunch of our nodes. But that's the thing. Now, if we actually look at our node in a jar here, it requires 70 of each element. With the wand discount, it'll be 63. But at any rate, we actually have enough Vis. We can start moving nodes into here. So we have to stop running, so we can stop running clear across the countryside. Yeah. For that, I'll need to get a lot more sand because I'm out of sand. But sand is easy to come by. There's, biomes full of it. So, next. I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm ready to fly. I think it's time we make a thermostatic harness. So to that end, I need a redstone comparator. Let's make that, because I also need it for the other thingy. Compare redstone comparator. Redstone torches, nether quartz, and smooth stone. Shouldn't be hard. I'm going to make 2. So I will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 2 of those. I also just condensed and processed some more ore. I need to put that over my other chest now. And I should have smooth stone here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bingo. First, let's make the torches. Do I have sticks? Yes. And now we make our comparators. Bingo. Alright, we got our comparator. That wasn't... Oh, looks like a skeleton. Stuff died. Oh, also, I explored a bit more over here. Chopped down this silverwood tree, discovered it had a node. Haven't been to this tree's node yet. And there's a fire and air node right here. So, yeah, did a little bit of exploration. Alrighty. Cool. Next for our thermostatic dingle. 2 gold, 2 iron, 2 air, 2 great wood. 2 gold. I'm gonna have to go on a mining trip again soon. 2 iron, 2 air shards, and 2 great wood planks. Huh. Yeah. Or I need to get into magic crops. That's what I gotta do. Because with magic crops I can start growing my own gold. But let's fly first. There we go. I know I had 1, but I need 2, so okay. Thermostatic harness. 2 gold, 2 iron, 2 air shards, 2 great wood planks, a redstone comparator, and a leather tunic. I do have enough leather for this, so let's make it. Leather, leather, leather. Whoop. Alright, leather tunic. I'm going to need a lot more leather. Reason being runic armor. Actually, no. Runic armor takes gold, so I'm okay. And then there's a... I guess you can't enchant the... Interesting. No. The thermostatic harness cannot be enchanted with runic armor. Bummer. Any rate, though, let's get to our enchanting. So, and then let's put everything on the table and then make sure we've got all of our elements. I'm gonna make gold opposite, iron opposite. So this recipe again is unstable. Those explosions, man. Because it has that comparator as the final ingredient, which throws off our symmetry. Also, I don't think this is exceptionally unstable. Well, it's high unstable, so this will be the most unstable object we've made yet. I'm expecting some flux, some lightning bolts, a little bit of excitement. Maybe I have enough candles, but you just don't know for sure. Now, I need Iter, Machina, Potentia, and Volatus. Iter with 16, I've got 64. Volatus, I have 32, and I need 32. We should be okay with that. Potentia, I've gotten spades, and Machina, I need 32. Do I have... I thought I have Machina somewhere. Okay, I need to break down some Machina real quick here before we can get into this. That's not a problem, though. I am surprised. I thought I had some Machina laid out. No matter. Easy source of... Well, let's see what we got for Machina. There's several sources of Machina. Simplest is redstone. But we have options. Machina, redstone, 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 and a door. Doors are cheap. Redstone ain't too expensive either, though, considering it's 1 piece per. we're gonna do redstone because it also gives us potentia, which I think potentia is what fuels the furnace. So let's get this stuff breaking down. I think I have a few spare jars. One void jar. I've got glass files. Looks like I need to make some more jars too. Such is life, I suppose. I thought I had more jars. Nope. The void jar you can use, but if you fill it over 64, it just voids. It's really useful for when you're doing automated stuff. You hook like a void jar up so that, oh, well, I have way too much arbor. I'm just going to automatically void it because I don't need it type of situation. I'll go with this. Oh, another egg. Cool. Well, while this is prepping, shouldn't take too long, but let's harvest. We can take a look at magic crops, kind of get multiple things rolling at once. Just replant this manually real quick. Whee. Okay. How much do I have of essence? Not a lot, but not bad. So basically the first thing you're going to do when it comes to magical crops, take all your essence dust, combine it to weak essence. And I have a little more in this chest from mining. We're going to consolidate that. Oh, come on, there it is. Bingo. So I have 32 weak essence. That's actually not bad. That, most seeds take 4. Let's make some room for things to empty. Cool. While that's going. So let's take a look at what we can make with weak essence. I can make regular essence, okay, which is the next step up. I can uncraft it back down for essence dust. I can make coal, dye, water, fire, earth, air, and magical food. And I will also, so to progress down the path of magical crops, you make bigger and better infusion stones. So to make weak essence, I used a weak infusion stone. To craft weak essence into regular essence, I need a regular infusion stone. To make a regular infusion stone, you need a weak infusion stone surrounded by essence from one of the weak crops. So coal or dye, water, fire, earth, or air. There's a couple of choices here. I can make one of each eventually, but they both have their uses. So water and earth can use to make leaves. You can make snowballs with water and air. You can make water buckets. You can make clay with water and earth. So water is pretty useful, as well as bread that gives you water breathing. Also, you can make a watering can. So there's a definite argument for water. The other one that I'm really thinking about making is air. Air essence. Because I can make feathers with it. That's really not a strong argument, now that I have a supply of chickens. We're probably going to go with water for now. Water and because making water seeds is cheap. Just 4 buckets of water. Fire would also be good because of lava. Earth can give you a nice supply of clay. I'll probably eventually make a little bit of everything, but I'd like to save. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go with. We're just gonna make a little bit of everything. I'll need it eventually. So, all right. So for water, I need 4 buckets of water around a basic seed. For fire, I need 4 buckets of lava. For earth, I need dirt. And that would bring me up to what? If I do all 3 elements would take 16. So I might as well just do that real quick. It would take 16 weak essence, so I'd still have some essence left over. So the first thing, Every time I look over here, I see the purple and green, and I think zombie. Alright, so I need 4... Actually, I need 8 buckets? I don't know how many that'll do, but I need 8 buckets. There we go. 4 with water. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 with lava. 1, 2. I'm just gonna plunk this down. There. It's a nightlight. 1, 2. Excellent. Well, might as well refill this. Cool. Alright, so I have my buckets of lava, I have my buckets of water. Let's just go ahead and craft those 2 seeds first and get them planted. I also need a basic seed. And seeds go in the middle. I believe the element goes on the outside corners. And yes. Alright. We now have a fire seed and more buckets than I know what to do with. Let's get this fire seed planted. Bam. Looks just like any of the other magical crops, but it will give me fire eventually. And I will get rid of all this, cotton here to make room for something more useful. But it was one of the things, like, initially I needed some string, so nice giant farm, and all of a sudden I am not hurt for string anymore. So let's see how, I think I'm just about ready to fly. Full jar of Potentia. So give me a full jar of Machina. And I have another full jar of Potentia waiting. I'm just going to put it into vials because... yeah. Put the Potentia away. Put these jars up. Oh. Let's craft the water to free up some inventory space. Water. Earth is just 4 pieces of dirt. Really easy to make. 1, 4. And air is 4 empty bottles. Don't ask me why I have so many empty bottles. I meant to make more files and just derped. So, convenient. Earth and air. We now have the 4 elemental seeds. Kinda useful. There we go. We will want to get a lamp up very soon to kickstart this. Because as soon as we have 8 of any one of those, I can make the next infusion stone, which I believe allows us to start doing like iron crops. And then the tier after that is gold crop, and the tier after that is diamond crops. So we definitely want to get to that. But let's put the Machina... I still can't believe I didn't have any Machina before. But yeah, I guess I didn't have Machina. Potentia... we'll just set it down here for now. The only one I'm a little worried about is sometimes if something goes a little bit long, it takes a little more than your required amount, and I'm a little worried about having exactly the right amount of volatus. I wonder if I have 4 feathers. If I increase that by just... I do. So feathers have 2 volatus apiece. So this will give me 8 more volatus, and it gives me a small margin of error, which is why I have those giant jars there to begin with. I like having a margin of error. I don't know what to do with all these buckets. I suppose I could just melt the buckets back down into their core iron. Or I could break the buckets down. I don't think I've scanned an empty bucket. Huh. I've only scanned a bucket with stuff in it. We're just going to break down the 8 buckets and get vacuous. Works for me. And a bunch of metallum, which I can use for ore doubling. I really don't need more air. That's why I just got rid of it. Alright. Volatus, check. Let's double check our recipe here. That's the great wood plank. Artifice. Thermostatic harness. We have 2 gold, 2 iron, 2 air, 2 great wood, 1 redstone. So 2 great wood, 2 air, 2 gold, 2 iron. So and an egg. I'm not trying to make an omelet here. Nice hat. I think that's a tentacle from Pokemon. Pretty sure it is. Anyway, now we need ingredients. Iter, plenty. Machina, twice as much. Potentia, ridiculous. Volatus, just enough. Well, no time like the present to watch the world explode. You think I'm joking? I'm only half joking. So this is a high instability. There's a good chance of lightning strikes. There's a good chance of flux. Items getting knocked off pedestals. That explosion just made me nervous. Alright, so it's pulling in all the potentia. It just finished all of the volatus, now it's pulling in potentia. Next, it'll pull an Iter or Machina, one of the two. Not sure which. Oh great. Holy, that's an Ender Creeper in my base. This is not a good time. Can you come back later, Mr. Creeper? It's like an Enderman and Creeper had a baby. It warps around, it explodes, and I think it has a bigger blast radius. Really, Creeper? They do share the same weakness to water, at least. Alright. We nearly have all of our elements, but good lord, I do not need a Creeper right now. Especially not one that teleports. Alright, we're sucking in elements. That's good. The reason I cleared up inventory space on my hotbar is if an item gets knocked off the pedestal, I have magnet mode, I'll pick it up, and I can just drop it back on the pedestal. But we might be good here. This might be a stable enough infusion altar that we have no issues when we get a thermostatic harness. And then I have to worry about an ender creeper in my base. Well, first things first. Let's admire our handiwork and scan it. Ding. So the thermostatic harness, I can't remember how to... Okay. This is how you fuel it, and you fuel it with potentia. I don't know the rate at which it absorbs it, but yeah, let's take a full jar here and try equipping it. Okay, so yeah, potentia times 64. It gives me a V's discount. I think F. Yep. So F powers it on. You do move a bit slow. Shift to go down, space to go up. And movement's a bit slow. F turns it back off again. Not bad. I don't know how much charge we get, but we get that lovely meter on the left. So we can now fly. But I've got to deal with an unwanted guest. And we're going to try the get out of my base polite method first. And by that I mean we're going to dump water on his head and hope he gets the picture. Go away. I've got bigger problems than you, baby zombie. The only problem is water will flush away some of my torches. YOLO. This is where it gets dangerous as hell. Mamma mia. Well, I can hope he left for good. Not cool. Now it's gonna be a creeper just randomly come in and be like, "Hey bro, what's up?" When I least expect it. Well, we can fly now, so that's awesome. I'd also like to make boots of travel. Because they speed you. Oh hey, they have armor. Let me get back here. I also want to make a wand of equal trade, because you can use it to make your base pretty. And now that I have a wand with enough energy, we're getting to the point soon where we'll have all the Vs we'll ever need, especially when we start moving nodes home. We'll have more Vs and we'll know what to do with. It'll be glorious. Alright. Let's put the... What was I about to put away? Oh yeah, all of this. Put my stone back on the hotbar. Thaumonomicon. Wand. Not bad. We're doing good. We're doing good. Actually, we're doing real good. We got a better wand. This is the first time I've ever made the thermostatic harness, so I'm psyched. Aw, he clipped into the wall. That stinks. Okay. Next step. Boots. We want boots of the traveler. Although I don't have any slime, so I can't merge it yet. No, we want the lamp of growth. We want to get into golems and we want to get into magic crops. So, lamp of growth is a arcane lamp, 2 gold, 2 earth, 2 bone meal, herba, lux, victus. How much gold do I have? Okay, I've got enough for this. I need 2 bone meal. Let's break up a bone. 2 bone meal. I need 2 earth shards and a lamp. The lamp I already made one, so I've got an arcane lamp. And here's my 2 earth shards. Boom. Alright. Lamp goes in the middle. Let's move some space. And the lamp was made just crafting. An amber block is 4 pieces of amber. Daylight sensor is glass. It's a vanilla item. So it's glass, nether, quartz, and wood. Or slabs, can't remember. But iron ingot and nitor. Nitor's glowstone with some ignis, lux, and potentia. So, back to the recipe. This should be a piece of cake after making the harness. And if we can make the harness, that bodes well. We made the harness without a single thing going wrong. And it was a high instability. So we can possibly... More eggs? Really? Really, chickens? We could probably work our way up to, like, dangerous instability levels. I actually probably don't need this many chickens, but meh, it works. Alright. So, we need herba, lux, victus. Victus, check. Lux, check. Herba. I don't know, guys. I don't think we have enough herba. I think I need at least 3 more jars. Alright. Sit back and watch the light show. I thought there was a way to tie the thermostatic harness in. I guess not. So I guess you kind of have to choose. Do you want armor or do you want flight? That's unless it's in thaumic tinkering. No. Alright, so you have to choose between flight and heavy duty armor. Might still be worth it. Alright. We got a lamp of growth. So, let's grab some herba while we're over here. The way this works, I want to take a full jar of herba. Okay. You place the lamp of growth above your crop. So I'm going to put it right here above these guys because this is what I care about. Also, these little things here are glowstone nooks from microblocks. They light up the area really well. And you know what? We're done with cotton. Let me get my sickle. We're done. I made an Invar sickle. Invar is 2 iron, 1 ferrous ore, 2 iron, 1 nickel. And you can make a sickle using 1 stick and then 3 pieces of Invar. And it's useful for cutting things down. See? Works really well for cleaning up the farm. It also works on grass. This is how I cut down a ton of grass. And leaves. And it has a fortune enchantment. So I now have a ridiculous amount of cotton seeds. Okay, are my 3 elements still here? 1, 2, 3. They are indeed. I'm actually going to move them. I know I wasted some growth on that, but it's for a good cause. Let's put these away. Something else nice, I mean, the cotton seeds have herba and perdido, so I can break them down if I want to. The reason I'm moving them is the lamp of growth will accelerate any plants underneath it. Let's break that. Okay. And I only want it to focus on these 4, so excellent. Now, to power it, you simply place a jar of herba somewhere nearby. And there we go. It draws in some herba, and that gives the wand X many number of charges, and see, it just starts, each time it boosts growth, it uses up some of its internal charges. When those get down, it draws in more herba, rinse and repeat. But you can see it's immediately growing much faster. And it does it every so often. It ticks and it goes ding, 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 ding. So now, the next thing we're going to want to do, I'll leave this growing real quick. Since I made water, I can make a watering can now, because it's just a bowl and some aluminum. The first thing I will need is aluminum, of course. And I should have some spare aluminum. Yes, I do. I'm just going to make an aluminum block so I have more than enough aluminum. Because the watering can is made with aluminum ingots, an empty bucket, and water essence. I suppose I'll hold on to the empty buckets for now. Hey look, and see, water is fully grown. So let's break it, and I get 1 water essence. Like your base seeds, no magical crop seeds can ever duplicate. And it looks like I drew a bit of essence. So you can go through essence really quickly. So it's a good idea, or you can go through herba really quickly. So that's why I might have, I don't know, maybe some cotton just to get cotton seeds, or another plant that has herba, so I have a constant herba farm to replenish my lamp of growth. Nope, no chickens. Okay. So, let's check on the aluminum, and then let's make ourselves a watering can, because a watering can is yet another way to speed up crop growth. And they stack. Also, I could make a second lamp of growth, and their effects stack. I would consume twice as much herba, but as you can see, herba is not something I'm really worried about consuming. Alright, we got a watering can. Excellent. So the watering can, you can see the particles there, it speeds up plant growth. I don't know if it works on sugarcane. It does work on sugarcane. And it works on most plants, including magical crops. And the reason it's it's not considered OP because you have to sit there and manually water your crops. It's not something you can automate. Actually, that's why if you see the broken watering can, that's what happens if you put the watering can in an autonomous activator. Alright. Let's break that. And, I got a nature essence. So you can get nature essence as a random drop from all of magical crop stuff, which is used to make the magical crop food. So, ideally, actually, I shouldn't be doing this. I should set up some golems. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll then come and watering can it. But let's get golems to get things automated. Oh yeah. Watering cans also work on raspberry bushes. So you see this guy here? And I think watering cans work on Tinker's oreberry bushes as well. See? It's not like super fast, but it's a noticeable speed increase. Just yet another thing to know. And I need to scan my watering can. Where did I put my scanner? Oh, there it is. Nice. Let's put away my sickle. Some of that. I'll put away my flight for now. Alright. So, let's get into golemancy. I think yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to want a harvesting golem, but the harvesting golem doesn't pick stuff up and put it in the chest. So I want a harvest golem and a gather golem. So I think I'm just going to make them both out of tallow. So I'm going to need 18 tallow. No, I'm going to make my harvest golem out of clay. It's a little slow. Oh, it's average speed. Yeah. And it takes less stuff. So I already made some brick. So that brick is going to be for my gathering golem. I do need 9 tallow for my harvest golem. There we go. Tallow block, which actually I should scan both of these because scanning. There we go. Okay. Put those back in here for now. Alright. So to make the golems, I'm going to need Humanus, Modus, and Spiritus. It's the same for both. Tallow golems are an advanced golem. It requires 8. Another reason why, if you can make do with... I think stone golems also only require 4. Wood golems require 4. Straw golems require 4. Flesh golems and tallow golems require 8. Tallow are an upgraded flesh golem. That's why I didn't research the flesh golem. Once you research stone golem, there is an iron golem. You make miniature iron golems and thaumium golems. I think thaumium golems are about the best golems you can make in the game, but it requires 9 thaumium ingots per golem, plus 8, Humanus, 8 Modus, 8 Spiritus. So it's expensive. Also, I have these upgrades for golems. I haven't researched all of them, but I have researched tiny spectacles. Piece of iron, 2 glasses, some air and aqua. It gives your golems even more vision so that they can work in a wider range. So this way I can probably have just 2 golems man that entire farming area. Alright. Now that I'm done with the explanation, I need elements. I need jars. I really need some jars. I don't think I have any glass. Let's check. I've got 6 pieces of glass and 1 glass pane. Well, 6 pieces of glass would be enough to make 2 jars. It should be enough. Yeah, I get 2 more jars out of this, which means I need 2 of those. Yeah, as you can see, I used up a lot of my glass making my impressive wall of jar here. Ideally, I want more than 2, but, Beggars can't be choosers. Alright. Let's put these here. Oh, actually, I'm dumb. I didn't need these. Humanus, Modus, and Spiritus, right? Well, here's Humanus, Spiritus, and Modus. Why make new jars when I can just move jars? Alright, Humanus down. Spiritus. And Spiritus, I don't have many items that directly are Spiritus. So I made, I think, Census or Cognito both break down to Spiritus. And I broke them down in my Centrifuge to get Spiritus, which is why also I have 28. It's a bit of a weird number. Modus, Spiritus, Cognito are connected via the pipe. So you put the brick in, 444. So that's the recipe I want. If there's multiple recipes, there'd be a little arrow here you can click. But this is the only recipe for clay bricks. You click clay golem. It pulls in. You can see the elements coming in, and bam. I've got a little golem. He's awesome. Deactivate, put in a block of tallow, and make myself a tallow golem. Excellent. So now I have my golems done. I still have to make cores and whatnot, but it's, you know, it's a start. And this reminds me, I'm going to want the Golemancer's Bell most likely here. It allows you to pick up golems and all sorts of other stuff, and it's cheap. It's a stick and 4 pieces of nether quartz. I just haven't gotten around to making it yet. Stick, nether quartz, and some ordo. Nothing too complicated. And I'm just going to leave this over here for now. Eventually, I'll probably move my sugarcane into my farm plot, because Golem's going to harvest and replant that as well. Alright, we got a Golemancer's Bell for when we need it. So the first golem is going to be a gather golem. So first I need to make 2 cores. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 core for gather, 1 core for harvest. Here, 1, 2. Alright, I've got my blank cores. Gather core requires Lucrum and Terra. So let's do it. And while I'm at it, replace my wall of jar here. I don't know if I have any Lucrum. I know I have Terra. I do not have any Lucrum currently. So, to make Lucrum, probably the easiest or the cheapest for me is going to be breaking down silver. But let's take a look in the Thaumaticon, see if I can find a better option. Lucrum. Gold, silver, gold, diamond, silver, gold, music discs, and then Thaumcraft stuff. So the music discs is one idea. Actually, I think you can craft music discs somehow. Creeper essence. Oh yeah, so it's just the different discs with a dye. Skeleton essence and creeper essence. Creeper essence is a strong tier essence, so it's going to be a while before I get to that. So that's not really a viable option. I'll have farmable gold before I get to creeper essence. So in the meantime, let's break down some silver. Scan it. Pretty sure this should have 8, which actually means it's, 3. Alright. Pro tip, that has 5 and 3. A silver has 3 and 1. So if you do 9 silver bars, you'll get 9 Lucrum and 27 metal, as opposed to 3, 5. Yeah, so I'm going to break down, I'm going to do 16, so I get nice multiples of 8, since that's what files can hold. And let's break those down real quick. So that is for the harvest golem. I might have the stuff needed to, or sorry, that's for the gather golem. I might have the stuff needed to make the harvest golem already. Additionally, I will need to make the upgrades, so I can do that while I'm waiting. But let's check. Harvest requires Messis and Meadow. Meadow check. Messis check. Or Masis, I don't know. Excellent. So let's, so you can see here, gather core, but if I click the down arrow, harvest core. I want to make one of these. Let's do it. There we go. I have a harvest core. Put these back. And we probably have this fully broken down by now. Yep. Alright. That's my luck room. We're just waiting for all of the silver to come out. Or the metallum, which I can deal with later. In fact, I think the metallum is going to go in files, because I have a ton of metallum already. So I'll just wait for that to finish. Or I'll let it deal with itself. Terra, luck room, let's get a gather core. Done. See, this is so much cleaner than having to throw things in, have leftover elements. It's just easier. Clean up after ourselves here. Plenty of Terra over here. Junk. Luck room over here. Not a lot of luck room left, but that's okay. Let's throw an egg. Or 6. Harvest. So I'm getting all my essences. And I need to drop stuff off. Okay, I'm starting to get annoyed by chickens now. Just a little. Just a little. So, not too bad. And the it only uses herba up when it's accelerating your growth. So that's quite handy. I'm gonna need another chest in here too. Alright. So I've got the different cores. Actually I'm gonna make a couple of... It's a basic sort of chest, but it'll work for now. Eventually I'll be more sophisticated, set up a nice like inventory system for my golems and all that stuff. But for now, a basic chest works. You gather golem, you link him to a chest. I should say, golems don't have a gender. That'll be fine. So my clay golem... So my clay golem is now linked to that chest. So if I put gather on him, I'll want to turn my magnet mode off. And actually, you know what? Sorry, chickens. The reckoning is upon you. No! Don't go in there, little buddy. There you go. Climb out. So yeah, see, the little buddy just goes and picks stuff up. These chickens have met the slaughtering. I got a new hat. The reason I'm doing this is my golem will be forever running into that pit going, hey! Stuff! But it's kind of cool. If you throw stuff down, he'll come over here and be like, hey! I like stuff! And he walks over obediently and drops it in the chest. I actually don't think I need to give him any upgrades. That's actually really nice. Let's just empty out a few things here. Cool. And he'll just go on about his way taking care of stuff, like a good golem should. Let's fill this in. On a plus note, I got more feathers, which is kind of why I had the whole farm in the first place with chickens. So yeah, he just goes and picks things up and puts it in the chest, which is great. Next, I need to upgrade my... This golem I will want to upgrade. Actually, No, I don't want to put him down until I've given him an upgrade. If I don't upgrade him with the order upgrade, he doesn't replant seeds. So he's nowhere near as useful. The order upgrade is order shard surrounded by nuggets. One order shard. I'm actually going to give him a water shard too. Which is a water shard surrounded by nuggets. So I need 16 golden nuggets. 2 artifacts. Bam. Wow. Definitely running a little low on the gold. Ordo and nuggets. Whee. Requires 10 Ordo. Do I have 10 Ordo? Not in this wand. Oh, in this wand. Yes. Alright. 10 Ordo. And 10 Aqua. And the Tallow Golem can hold 2 upgrades, which I'll show you where they up. No! Dang it. This is why you make a Golemancer spell. There we go. Shift left click brings the golem back up. Otherwise, when if you were just to like destroy a golem, you have a chance to permanently destroy it, damage its upgrades. You got to be careful. So this guy you don't put on a chest. You just put him in the middle of the area you care about, like so. Actually, we're gonna go with. Oh, looks like I accidentally. Oh well. All right. You give him his see those 2 little holes on him. Alright, he now has 2 upgrades. And if I give him his animation core, bam. Look at him go! So that's his range to there. That's why, and that's with the water core. So the next thing I want to do is give him spectacles. And I think I'm 1 glass piece short. I am. I need exactly 1 more piece of glass to make spectacles. That's quite obnoxious, to be honest. We're gonna run into the Twilight Forest real quick, because it's safer to get sand. Although it's raining in here too, so you gotta be... when it's raining, creeps spawn in much greater abundance. Everything does, frankly. It's just... Oh, looks like the rain stopped. Alright, cool. I'm actually going to make... There, good enough. I want to make glasses for both golems. The Harvest Golem, or the Gathering Golem by default has a wider range. But this way, it should just have a ridiculously good range, and it should be able to easily surface the entire farm. I might have to add a second Gathering Golem if I feel things are going too slowly. But, well, you know. Let's let that cook. Now I just need 2 pieces of iron. And I can make glasses for my golems. Okay. So, the accessories, your golems can wear every accessory. See? Now he's got spectacles. So that should give him at least 1 more block range. I think it gives him 2. No. It gives him 1 more range on either side. So if I want my entire farm to be functional, for now I'm just going to move the rows. But ideally, I will want a second golem. And I'll have basically 1 for each plot. But this works. Because these seeds will never multiply, I know my plot won't migrate. And I think he picked up a few seeds. He did pick up 1 seed. Not bad, not bad. So yeah. And the plus side also, this is close enough that it starts getting some benefit from the lamp of growth. So this is some of what I will be doing off camera, I assure you, just to speed things along. Because I do want to get down the magic crop route pretty quickly. Alright, yeah, do your job, buddy. Yeah, the boss is watching. Yeah, I'll come over here, these, replant. So it really is kind of cool. So now I've got an automated golem farm. As long as I'm at home base, they keep farming. I can make a chunk loader so my base stays permanently loaded, which I will do once I have a bit more gold. Because the chunk loader takes 5 pieces of gold. And a gold seed takes 4 pieces of gold, so I don't really want to, you know, I want to have 4 pieces of gold left to make my farm. But yeah, so I've got my 4 elements here. I've got my golems. I've got a use for herba. See, I've got 5 water. Not bad. I almost have and 6 air, or earth rather. Cool. Well, I think I'm gonna probably call it an episode here. We got a new wand. We've got golems up and running. We've got into magic crops. We can fly. So probably I'm going to get a bit more magic crops up and going. Let's just show you guys here. Okay. So with Earth Essence, you can make a regular infusion stone. With a regular infusion stone, you can make regular essence. Let's just go this route. Okay, you can make regular essence. With regular essence, I can now make redstone seeds, glowstone, obsidian, copper, tin, yeah. So I'm probably just going to make glowstone and obsidian seeds for the next tier. And then after that, you go up to strong essence. Strong essence, you can make iron, gold, blaze, but I don't have blaze rods yet. Ender, so when I get enough ender pearls, a lapis, experience seeds, but it requires a gas tier. Nether seeds are actually useful because you can, with nether essence, you can craft nether quartz. Cow seeds for, you can start making your own leather. Oh, creeper seeds. So it's only 2 tiers up I would need to go to get creeper essence. That's not too bad. Magma, skeleton. So in this tier, yeah, there's a lot of seeds you can make. That basically anything. So this tier, probably the first aluminum, ardite. I will be, this is what I'll be making as well. So probably at this tier, I'm going to make gold and shards. Because you can craft any of your basic shards this way, which is really great. And then when you get up to extreme essence, you have diamond, emerald, wither skeleton, and some advanced gear, like diamond infused armor. So, yeah, this is the magical crop stuff. Cobalt, a health orb, not sure what some of that does. At this tier, basically, I'm going to want to make some diamond, emerald, wither. I'll be making the crops soon. I'll probably do a lot of the farming off camera, because it does get a bit boring. And that way, I might also enchant my harness with... I can't remember where infusion enchantment goes in this book. I think it's under artifice somewhere. There it is. I'm going to put haste onto my harness. Probably haste level 3, so I'll need to go gather more Salus Mundus. So that we can fly around a lot faster. Then we can explore the overworld. I really want to find a magical biome so I can get some mana beans and get a mana bean farm going. But also, if you see this temple here, those are obsidian trees and there's a ton of blaze spawners there. We can get a blaze rod and finally get real potions going. We can also go explore the nether much more safely. So hopefully next episode, we'll be flying around and exploring. Should be a lot of fun. I hope you guys do tune in next time. And until then, take care.